Nobody does Star Wars like the power of the Force from Kenner.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Welcome all to another episode of Power of the Force Fridays. I hope your week has been well. I hope your Friday is going fantastically. And not covered in sand like these guys. The Sandtrooper, this is the one we're taking a look at. A figure or character that took 18 years to come about after the initial release of the Star Wars action figures in 1978. Much like Grand Moff Tarkin, I almost said Grand Admiral, Grand Moff Tarkin didn't get a figure until the Power of the Force line. Just one of those almost iconic. I guess when Kenner was originally making them, they thought, Stormtroopers would just, that'd be enough just to cover the bases of all the troopers. And the Sandtroopers probably had a little bit more to play coming into the special editions as well. But, I've got a couple of these. I'm very, very excited to finally take a look at the Sandtrooper. And a couple of the other collectibles on the back. You see the Sandtrooper right there on his own card. Death Star Gunner. Momor Nadon Hammerhead. Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker and the Jawas. Down there we've got the T-16 Skyhopper. Rebel Snowspeeder. And a little tick-off box. Proof of purchase for the Sandtrooper 1996. And up here is the cutout card. Sandtrooper height, 1.83 meters on average. Status Imperial Shock Troops. Classification Human Affiliation Galactic Empire Weapon of Choice Imperial Issue Blaster Heavy Blaster Rifle. So yeah, he's pretty locked and loaded. And you can see in the background there is another one with a white pauldron. We do have one to share of that as well. Front of the card, it's got the sort of holographic sort of image. So let's take a look at Mr. Old Sandy Pants here. Again, pretty much reminiscent of the using the similar sculpts to the regular Sandtrooper. This time he's got the backpack, which I like to think is, it's a specialist sort of survival pack for, hot temperatures. Maybe there's a cooling unit in here. I could go digging through my visual dictionaries and that could tell me exactly what is in this backpack. But I didn't do any research. We're just here to talk about the figures. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to use my imagination. The old visual dictionary, that was a absolute Bible for me back in my childhood. And still try and pick them up as I go get older as well. But yeah, he's got the slot in the back. Here's his big old weapon. Got the big handle on the side there. You can get that out of his hand. Nice snug fit. Yeah, and obviously sort of pre-posed to accommodate the weapon as well. But yeah, we get in nice and close. You can get a look at that weathering. Which I've stated many times. I think that still sort of holds up today in terms of, you look up close and it doesn't look as great, but when it's on your shelf, you're standing back, he just looks dirty. I think it looks quite good. It sort of covers the whole figure. Save the pauldron. That's reasonably clean, but that's okay. Even up through the head, and you can sort of see those sort of particles of dust and sand. It's coarse. It's rough. And you know it, folks. It gets everywhere. But yeah, even the back of the figure was weathered in the same thing. I always thought that was an on and off switch as a kid. I don't know why. I knew there were people in this trooper outfits, but for whatever reason, that just reminded me of like an on and off switch, like the play and stop buttons of a VCR. There's the backpack. Again, accurately accurately placed on the back where it's at head height. The Black Series and the upcoming Vintage Collection versions have still got the backpack sort of sitting up like that. So whether or not that's just an image thing, but yeah, something that will, you know, ruin my OCD and something that I'll have to fix when those figures are released. But yeah, I do like the Sandtroopers. They're very, very cool. They just want to know where they got the droids. But yeah, I was talking about the one with the white pauldron here. This is the one that came with the cantina, the fold-out cardboard cantina. And I may have had a look at that when I did a video on that. I can't remember. It comes with a different rifle. Doesn't come with the backpack, but comes with the little security droid stuck on the back. Don't think that'll actually come off either. But yeah, he's still got a little bit of that weathering as well. Not as dark or dusty as this one. But yeah, pretty much posed the same. Ever so slight differences there, I think. Perhaps just in the way the hands are posed. But yeah, otherwise pretty much the same figure. But there's a couple of Sandtroopers. It's nice to have a little squad of these. I only ever had a couple of normal Stormtroopers when I was a kid. Even then, it may have only been one. I can't... Yeah. It's getting too far away now. It's 30 plus years ago. I'm getting old. But yeah, these figures still give me the feels. I still love Power of the Force. And that's why I do these videos every single week. Or try to anyway. Sometimes it gets too hard to schedule everything in. But yeah, it's nice to finally take a look at the Sandtrooper and do a little video on these ones. So, hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next week. I haven't yet decided. I'll just sort of pick through and wing it. But yeah, any requests for Power of the Force Fridays, go back through my playlist and sort of see what I've done. Anything you want to see, let me know. That'll be awesome. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode of Power of the Force Fridays. Be back next week for another one. Till then, may the Force be with you. May the power of the Force be with you always.